Welcome back to the Forgiven Animal Sanctuary page. Y'all, it is Monday, the 27th of February, which means tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day of the MRI, and we're headed to Mississippi State. So I'm working on some of the regular stuff today, taking care of the dogs, getting everything cleaned up, getting everybody fed, just got everybody back out in their play yards. It's absolutely gorgeous here today. So I'm getting things ready for tomorrow. So I've made a list of things that Nick and Liz can handle while we are gone, because thank goodness we will have them both here today to hold down the fort while Colby and I are in Mississippi. And then I'm about to go get the car set up. I'm gonna lay the seats flat and put 2 big beds in there so that Dahlia and Patches can kind of just chill in the back. We're gonna have to make room for their carts. So yeah, it should be interesting. It should be interesting. Y'all, it's the day of the Mississippi State trip. We are running around like some chickens with our head cut off. Patches is ready to go.
We're here. We made it. I think it was like right at 3 hours, but we're here. These guys are using the bathroom, and then we're gonna go in and start the appointment.
Yeah.
If an emergency.
Yeah.
So y'all just have a seat, and then there should be over here, well, the students should be here again, if they're not already in the back.
Okay.
Just make yourself at home, they'll be with you shortly.
Okay.
Thank you.
You were good. Oh, okay.
All right, y'all. We just got out of our appointment.
We finished up a little faster than was to be expected.
A lot faster.
The doctor pretty much said that he does not think an MRI is, number 1, cost effective, number 2, wouldn't really help anything, and number 3, would just be added stress on Patches
Yes.
to do it.
Yes.
So yeah.
They based on some of the information that was sent from the previous vet, and then added with seeing him and doing an exam in person today, we're able to come up with a diagnosis without the MRI.
Yes. So he pretty much thinks it's just congenital malformation. So something either while he was still in the womb or during birth or very soon after birth went wrong.
Yes.
And that's pretty much what caused all of this.
He also mentioned that in Patch's pelvis, that his pelvis is not formed as it should be. And he even mentioned that it was missing some bones.
Right. Yeah, I have sacrum typed down. I'm not sure if I typed it down properly, but we're gonna look into it. He has no patella reflex either, so the same thing the doctors do to us when they tell you to relax and they tap your knee. And you do. He doesn't have that in his back legs at all.
Also, they believe he is blind.
Yes.
And that he cannot see. They said he didn't have any reaction when they were fanning his face to try to get him to blink. When they were moving his head, trying to see if his eyes would follow, his eyes did not follow. So they are under the belief that he is blind.
Yep. And then no balance system to work with based on his eye reflexes, and also no posture reaction with his front side. So we talk about it all the time with his front legs crossing, with them going underneath him and him going forward. That's because he doesn't even realize he's falling forward.
Right, he has like no center of gravity, so that's the constant leaning forward is because he doesn't know where his balance is at.
Exactly. I guess the good news with this whole diagnosis is he doesn't necessarily think it's something that should super shorten his lifespan or like get worse. He actually thinks it's good that he's gotten to the point that he's gotten to. He just, like, I think we all kind of agreed it's probably just a plateau point for Patches. So probably will be in the cart the rest of his life. That's the only way he'll be able to move. And maybe some more problems and issues will arise here and there, but for the most part, this is kind of what we got.
Yep.
Should we talk about Dahlia?
Yes.
Okay. So Dahlia also has vision issues. Yay!
Yay!
But he thinks hers is probably tied to her cerebellum and maybe like her NCL as well. She does have vision. It's just that she has like a delayed, laggy response to the things her eyes are supposed to respond to. So the dilation and everything.
Yeah, so both of them's eyes were checked for dilation. Patches did not dilate at all. Dahlia's does dilate, but it's like when so if her eye is dilate or not dilated and then they turn the light on, immediately they turn the light on, a second later, then her eye is dilated.
Right.
So it's like her brain is taking a second to catch up with what's going on.
Right. It's a slowly progressive disease, which we kind of had already found. We just wanted to obviously talk to a specialist about this. Slowly progressive. It does sometimes cause seizures, but usually not with like bulldog type breeds. So he thinks that's not an issue, especially with her age and all those things. If we haven't seen seizures yet, we're probably good with that, which is awesome. But this is something that will decline.
Yes, it will decline, and he said that likely we'll see like slow declines, and then there might be kind of towards the end a more rapid decline.
Yeah.
But there's not any diets we can do. There's not any medication we can do. There's like literally nothing that we can do for either one of them. Continued PT,
right?
Building muscle always helps with everything. But I mean, that's
we don't want them.
About it.
Right. We don't want them to get to a point to where they're just, I guess, degrading faster than what they should, right? So we're going to continue to do all those things, and we're going to make sure that, you know, any home they go into is going to be able to be equipped to do those things as well. And then one more interesting thing that I typed down, just because this is like literally a neurologist specialist vet, they said both cases are atypical for what they typically see.
They actually said something about like in the last 40 years there may have been like, I think he said like 4 recorded incidents of Patches.
Yeah.
So
he thinks Patches is going to be one that if there ever is like a diagnosis, it'll be something that's talked about like years.
Yeah, he said like in 10 years they'll look at it and they'll know what it is. So it's very interesting that we ended up with 2 diamonds here, but you know, they're diamonds, so it's what you get. It's what you get. But yeah, so that's it. So we were supposed to be here for a while to do the MRI, but now the MRI is out, and we get to take these guys home, and they're ready.
Yes.
They're ready to go
They're
home.
tired. They're
I don't know
ready.
if you can see these little babes, but they ready.
We just got some water in them. They used the bathroom. We are going to get some lunch in us and start this 3-hour trip back to Forgiven.
Thanks for coming with us, guys.
Thanks, guys.